Good morning, everyone. It's Tess, and today is tip 341. And I thought I would call it, it's about taking the step imperfectly. And that imperfectly, that word imperfectly comes a lot from Doc V, because a lot lately he's been talking about like trying to get to zero waste and trying to save the environment and trying to not pollute so much and to try to get foods that are healthier. And what he always talks about is that getting to zero waste imperfectly. Well, I think that idea of imperfectly is also really, really important when we're looking at our weight loss journey. We were talking yesterday about different books because I was live on because his challenge is currently open. I think today is the last day that it's open. But we're all trying to kick off the new year with new passion and new drive, a new commitment to continue to make steps in the right direction. And somebody asked about books, and I know this book comes up a lot. The One Thing by, why am I forgetting the name? Gary Keller. And it comes up a lot, and I grabbed the book today because I keep trying to get into all these books that I've been reading because it helps me to keep moving forward. When I'm looking for that drive or that change, or I'm feeling like things aren't moving forward, picking up a book sometimes will give me just that one thought that will keep pushing me forward. And today, it kind of connected with Doc V's being zero waste imperfectly. It's better to have a million people imperfect towards their journey than it is to have one person who's perfect. And I think that's kind of even the idea with our weight loss journey, is that if we are absolutely perfect on one part of the journey, then we're going to miss an opportunity to improve in a lot of other areas. I think this weight loss journey is about meditating. It's about the water. It's about the gratitude journaling. It's about the choosing foods that are more natural or close to nature. It's about getting rid of the processed foods. It's about getting rid of the chemicals in like our water. And it's about making a bunch of little choices to move forward. And in this book, The One Thing, there was a passage that I thought was kind of interesting and related. And he says that you become successful with less discipline than you think, for one simple reason: success is about doing the right thing, not about doing everything right. And that is where I've stumbled on this journey more often than not, is that I've always expected myself to be perfect. And the best gift all of us can give ourselves is to realize that we're never going to be perfect. We have to imperfectly continue to work forward. Our journey looks more beautiful every step we take forward, but it's never going to be perfect. It's always going to be a work in progress. And the sooner that we accept that it is a work in progress, and it does feel good to learn something new, and there is an excitement in finding out something I didn't know yesterday. There's an excitement in getting better. There's an excitement in seeing things happen that I had always hoped for. But the only reason that I'm seeing, hi Sophie, good to see you. The only reason I'm seeing positive things in my life is because I'm recognizing that I can only take it one step at a time. For too often in my life, I tried to do everything all at once, and I can't physically do that. And like even with work and stuff, I tend to overwhelm myself with too much all at once. And I've had to recognize that one step, because too often I gave up on the journey because one thing didn't go right. And it's about bringing all the pieces together. It's about eating healthier. Good morning, Miss Neighbor. It's so good to see you. I've got some of the best neighbors, and I'm blessed. I'm just blessed with the people that are around me. Yesterday, my little neighbor girls were building snowmen, but I guess back to my topic. This is a great book, which is The One Thing. And Chris Noggle talks about this book a lot too. And I thought that passage was a great one. I don't know if I'll find it again real quick. But I do think it is about recognizing that we are all imperfect. And if we just take one step in that forward motion, in that forward direction, life will get better. And I love what Doc V says all the time, because he is striving to become zero waste. He is recognizing that he thinks we can do better for the planet. But he says something a lot that really kind of hits home with me, is that we are imperfectly perfect. We have to recognize that, like he says, a million people imperfectly approaching zero waste would get a lot farther than one person who is perfect. And for my weight loss journey and for the things I'm trying to improve in my life, I recognize that I have to accept that I'm imperfect and continue to take steps forward so that I can make each avenue of the journey better. You know, I'm learning, and the learning for me, and everyone will know this, learning for me is excitement, it's passion, it's growth. If there's one gift that I could give the people in my life, many know, and Sophie would know this, I tutored for a long time, and that passion and love and drive for learning has taken me further down the road than anything else, but also recognizing that in that learning, I have to apply it, whether it's drinking a little bit more water, getting the chemicals out of my water with the flavorings, because I got hooked on that after surgery too, because I had whether it was in my mind or not, I had a metallic taste. And they do talk about that happens to some patients. Well, I no longer have that metallic taste, so I have to let go of the things that aren't serving me. Relationships, this idea of meditating. Meditating has been one of the greatest gifts for me in the past year, because meditating calms that mind when the anxiety hits. And I think a lot of us have anxiety and we don't recognize it. So I found a lot of meditations that help me to just calm down, to release the thoughts that aren't serving me, and to move forward feeling good. And that all kind of goes back to law of attraction, because I'm also involved in law of attraction. I'm with a group coaching with law of attraction. And what the idea is that I am making better choices now because I've learned to release the thoughts that are blocking me. I've learned to try to find that place to feel good. And in order to feel good, I found it through meditation, because meditation helps me to think in ways where I can release the thoughts that aren't keeping me above what we call, in law of attraction, Zara Mahon refers to the emotional scale. And I'm going to say that we could also call it the mood scale. And we make better decisions, we feel good, and life goes better if we keep ourselves above what's called the worry line. If we keep ourselves in joy, happiness, love, hope. I have a list of like 300 positive words, and I should grab these right now, that just kind of help me to, if you rampage a bunch of positive thoughts, it will help you to feel better. Like winning, there's winsome, there's wistful, there's wonderful, there's captivating, there's eye-catching, there's knowing, there's laughable, there's limitless, there's lively. There's a lot of positive words that we can start using and incorporating into our life that will make us feel good, because I promise you, when you start to let yourself feel good, things fall into life a little bit better. The decisions that are before you seem to be better, and it is true, what we think about is what we're drawn to. So when we think about things in a light, joyful, happy way, it tends to open up avenues of things that can be light, joyful, happy. Zara actually has a saying that I love, and I'm going to share it with you guys. She always says that life should be fun, joyful, curious, and hopeful, and that the universe will present us with surprises and delights every single day. And that's what I hope for you. If you're struggling, remember that perfection will sometimes block us, and look for ways to feel good. We want to feel good about our journey so that we can take the imperfect steps every day and get further down the line than if we get stuck in this spot where we're trying so hard to be perfect that we never make forward motion. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you more than you will ever know. Having you here on my journey has meant a great, great deal to me, and I hope that a few of my words have been helpful to some of you. And as I promised the doc, I would not stop doing this. So a year into it, I'm still doing something I never thought I would do, because public speaking, it's probably a lot easier because I'm not in front of an audience, but this is not something I ever thought I would do. But sharing has been something that feels good to me, and the people that have reached out to me have really made me feel good about doing this. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful day. And remember, it's just about doing something imperfectly to move forward, and it will get you further than if you wait until you can be perfect. Thank you, and have a beautiful day.